Some cheating cases are difficult to prove. This isn't one of them. At first, this player appears normal, but as the replay progresses, they give themselves away over and over. If you've ever wondered how to spot a wall hacker in PUBG, this is about as clear-cut an example as you'll ever see. The bigger question isn't whether they're cheating. It's why, almost 3 weeks later, this account is still able to play PUBG ranked without consequence. Let's take a look. Pay attention especially to what happens at the 2:30 mark, as it highlights multiple incriminating mistakes using wall hack software. If you enjoy these investigations and appreciate the time and effort that goes into producing accurate, evidence-based reviews, I'd really appreciate your support by subscribing to the channel. Every new subscriber helps extend the reach of these videos. When subscribers watch, comment, like, and share, YouTube is far more likely to recommend these investigations to other PUBG players. That means more people become aware of what's really happening, more discussions are started, and there's greater visibility around the need for effective anti-cheat. Now, let's get into today's investigation. So far, there's no strong indicator of anything wrong. In fact, some of their actions indicate that they aren't cheating. This will change very shortly with multiple strong examples. Watch here as they track the enemy through the walls. Wall hack, pre-aiming at unseen target through walls. That was terrible. The enemy was in an internal room, there was no line of sight. This is a classic wall hack error that those with too much intel provided by cheat software often make. The issue isn't so much the cheat software, it's the human using it, making very stupid decisions. Those cheaters that are smarter do not make these errors. Wall hack, that's the second scope check on this enemy through walls. Wall hack, see what I mean? There's zero doubts. Today's cheater investigation was originally sent to me at the end of June. I only had the chance to review it today, and I have to say I'm genuinely surprised by just how blatant this player is. Cases like this leave very little room for interpretation. The replay shows wall hack after wall hack, making it one of the clearest PUBG cheating cases I've reviewed in quite some time. When I checked the account before recording this video, I wasn't surprised to find it was still in good standing, despite nearly 3 weeks having passed since the match was played. It raises an obvious question. How does Krafton's anti-cheat system allow accounts like this to continue playing ranked? More importantly, how many legitimate players are walking away from PUBG because players like this remain active? From what I've observed, many cheaters appear to be farming free cosmetics and event rewards rather than purchasing them outright. PUBG is an incredibly successful game, but I can't help wondering how much more revenue Krafton could generate if more legitimate players felt confident that obvious cheaters were being removed quickly. This match takes place on the EU server in FPP ranked squads, and the replay was submitted to the channel by a subscriber. Fortunately for us, the suspect lands away from their teammates, giving us a clean view of their own gameplay without having to factor in the potential inputs of teammates and their perspectives. That makes reviewing the replay much more straightforward. Looking at the account itself, they've already played 249 FPP ranked squad matches this season on a Tier 2 level 56 account. Interestingly, their seasonal statistics don't immediately stand out. On paper, they look fairly average, yet the replay tells a completely different story, and I'd be very surprised if this was the only match where cheats were being used. Perhaps this player simply enjoys hot dropping, collecting a few kills, and moving straight into another game. Or perhaps their average statistics are actually a reflection of the current ranked environment. If they're regularly running into other cheaters, then even someone using wall hacks may struggle to post exceptional numbers. Personally, I think that's the more likely explanation. If enough players are cheating, average skilled cheaters begin to look statistically ordinary because they're constantly competing against both better legitimate players and even stronger cheaters. I've seen this argument used before as a defense. How can that player be cheating if their stats are only average? It's true that unusually high statistics can be a useful indicator when identifying suspicious accounts, but average statistics certainly don't prove someone is legitimate. The reality is that most cheaters aren't highly skilled players. They're average players relying on software to gain an unfair advantage. Based on what we've seen so far, it would appear to be exactly what's happening here. Of course, there's always the possibility they only enabled the cheats for a handful of matches before turning them off again. Either way, they're caught red-handed in this replay. Once this review is complete, I'll be submitting a manual report through Krafton's Report a Player service on Discord. Based on the evidence we've seen, this should be a straightforward case. Try putting yourself in the shoes of a Krafton employee reviewing this report. Would you issue a permanent ban? Let me know in the comments. If you've watched through to here, it is truly appreciated. The replay ends at this point. The match results show that this team came in at 9th position in this match. Thank you for watching.